when we talk about disruptors in the local car scene, we can't dismiss the fact that Geely is certainly one of them. Right now, we've got their first ever plug-in hybrid electric vehicle right here in the country as well. This is the Geely EX5 EM-i, and we'll be doing a quick walk around, show you exactly what it has, and give you a quick first look. Thanks to Geely for sponsoring this video. Now, let's get down to brass tacks. You guys are gonna want this. So we're here today at Philinvest Tent Alabang, invited over by Geely to check out all of these test units of the EX5 EM-i, and they've got a lot of colorways available right here for you to choose from, but we're gonna shoot this one right here. It's white, and I love it. Now, if you remember the Geely Coolray, the Okavango, even the Escara, they're known to have these really angular, aggressive designs to them, which I personally like. But what we have right here instead is a more angular, it's a more elegant look for a crossover SUV, which I think a lot of people are going to appreciate. For example, the front end right here, you still have the same design language that we saw in the EX5 EV, but with a little bit more aggressive and horizontal and vertical lines right here. You've got this light bar running in the front. You got Geely's new logo right there as well. And I love how each of those edges kind of pushes through the middle, creating a sort of aggressive design, but not too much. You got 360-degree, sorry, it's not a 360-degree camera, it's 540-degree, because you can actually see the underneath of the car as well when you run right there. There's also cameras right there on the side and in the front, and of course, that lower end that has a grille. The EX5 EV, of course, does not have a grille. There's no need for it, but since this is a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle with the electric motor helping out the ICE engine there right there, you definitely need a grille. I think this overall design looks a lot more cohesive than the EX5 EV, but that's just me. I want to know what you think. Drop me a comment in the comment section down below. Now, the elegance and sporty design continues over right here in the side profile of the EX5 EM-i. It's very European when it comes to its appointments, especially with this design here. There are no sharp character lines moving right across the vehicle. Instead, you've got this really subtle angle here around the door panel, creating a sort of like 3D effect, especially when you look at it from this side. Now, there are two variants for the EX5 EM-i, the Pro, which is the entry-level variant, and the Max, the top-of-the-line one. Now, the only difference that you'll see right here on the side between the Pro and the Max are those wheels. So the Pro variant gets 18-inch alloy wheels, while this one gets legit 19-inch alloy wheels. Plus, you lose the panoramic sunroof on top, which in my opinion, I could probably live without. It's just a great option for you to have in case you do choose the top-of-the-line variant. But if you want to save a quick buck, that Pro variant seems really appealing. Now, the overall elegant design of the EX5 EM-i continues over right here in the back with this huge light bar right here. But instead of having a complete total bar in the back, you've got this broken up part right here with these vertical slats that give the overall design a little bit of more, it's less boring in my opinion, a little bit more dynamism. You got your parking sensors all around here. You even have your camera, and yes, a power tailgate. Now, the Pro variant will lose the power tailgate feature so that you can get to that particular price point, but once you're inside here, I mean, for an EV, or should I say a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle with a battery underneath, it still has a lot of space. It has that late mover advantage, as they call it. The late mover actually knows exactly what the customer wants and would go ahead and apply it to these newer models. And if you want even more space, you can just fold those rear seats down, easy peasy. Now, all the space on the inside is not just for your cargo, but for the passengers. Don't believe me? Let's check it out. All right, so we're inside the Geely EX5 EM-i, and right off the bat, I can't believe how everything is inside here. You got this huge touchscreen infotainment system, which could basically be just a huge tablet. Now, my complaint about these touchscreens, especially from these newer brands, is that the layout, the user interface, is no bueno. But this one right here is just very logically placed. You can find every setting that you can find inside it's easy to adjust. Now, everything that you have inside here is customizable. Even the drive modes, you can turn off the adaptive cruise control, you can turn off the advanced driver assist systems if you want as you drive, and it's going to save to your preferences as you drive. But the even more amazing option here is that you actually have 3 screens on the inside. Let's count them. You got 1, 2, and 3. Where's the other one? This huge thing right here. You actually have a heads-up display that gives you a complete system here, complete information about your drive and all that without having you to take your eyes off of the road. And that's pretty smart, I think. You got a fast wireless charger right here. You got power seats that are cooled and ventilated, which is something that you need, especially for the hot summer months. You got soft touch materials everywhere. And when I say everywhere, you got it everywhere. That is insane. You got this nice steering wheel right here. Now, if you notice here, if you are an audiophile, you're gonna love this car. It's got not 4, not 6, not even 8 or 10, 12, higher, 16 speakers on the inside. They got a Fly Me sound system here that sounds amazing. I'm not an audiophile myself, but I know what I want, and I want this. I mean, car companies should start putting more effort into their sound systems here, and sound insulation. It's very quiet here on the inside. So the best part is the location of those speakers are just insane. You got them everywhere, even here behind the headrest. You get 2 behind the headrest, which gives you this immersive sound experience that I've never had before in a car at this particular price point. We'll be talking about that price later on, by the way. Now, again, the driving position is very nice here. I gotta say that if you want this particular driving experience where you've got everything within reach, the Geely EX5 EM-i is there. It's not just a cheap entry-level SUV. You know, I'm not even going to call it that because this pure thoughtfulness from the brand, and I like it. Oh, and before I forget, the top of the line Max model's got a huge panoramic sunroof that goes all the way to the back. What else would you need? All right, so here at the second row seats of the EX5 EM-i, this is the business end of this car. I mean, you've got a lot of space to work with. Not just enough, but a whole lot right here. I mean, you've got space for your knees, your feet because of this flat floor. And Geely Philippines did say that the headroom is actually ample enough for a small kid to stand up right here. So yes, this could be a fun road trip car for the family, or if you got a shorter friend, they can just stand up right here. Anyway, you got these huge windows all around, removing any sense of claustrophobia on the inside. Headroom is amazing, like I said before. And as I've mentioned on the outside, space on the inside is not sacrificed just because you've got a lot of space for the cargo. Again, this is just superb. You got map pockets right here in the front. You got 2 USB ports. You got this space for all your stuff here. You got this third quarter window there, again reducing claustrophobia. And check this out, the speakers are just everywhere in this car. And the top of the line Max model has a nice center armrest so that you can just lounge around while you're riding in this car. I can't wait to get our grubby little hands on the EX5 EM-i, go on a long road trip, try to emulate that particular record. Maybe we can break it, maybe we won't, but that is an exciting proposition indeed. So we talked about its fuel efficiency, the space, the design. Let's talk about the drive. It's just going to be a short drive right around this makeshift track in a parking lot, but it's here that we're going to talk about the power. It's got 3 different driving modes. You got pure, which means you could use its pure electric power. Hybrid, you could use both, and power, which means you got all that power going to the front wheels right here in the EX5 EM-i. Now, this is pretty rare. I mean, usually with plug-in hybrids, you really don't really expect to get to use any of that. I think the system thinks it's smart enough to set all whatever drive modes it has. But right here, you've got the power. You've got the power to customize your drive and its performance. So I want to give you numbers. 215 horsepower from the electric engine, or should I say electric motor. You got 262 newton meters also from the electric motor. It's mostly electric running, but you also have the gasoline engine working for you. And the power delivery is pretty linear. I mean, it's just a short track right here. We'll be posting a full review very soon, but acceleration is very promising. 8.1 seconds in for a 0 to 100 time is insane. We're going to go to power right now. And oh, It's not like blistering fast. You're not going to get performance car numbers out of this SUV, this crossover SUV, this family crossover SUV. You wouldn't want that because it has to be as comfortable as possible. And speaking of comfort and agility, this thing also has best-in-class turning radius. We've been talking about turning radius in the channel a lot, and this one here, okay, that is definitely something else. Now, one thing that you have to understand about the EX5 EM-i is that it's built for comfort and performance, power, sure, but in here, it's very quiet. Acoustic glass all around. It could barely hear anything from the outside world, as it should be. All right, so when it comes to safety features, the EX5 EM-i is certainly not lacking. Standard comes adaptive cruise control. You got a rear camera, of course, in the Pro model, and you've got different types of advanced driver assist systems that you will find in the top-of-the-line variant. Now, the top-of-the-line variant will get the 540-degree camera. You got lane keep assist, lane departure warning, forward collision mitigation system, rear cross traffic alert, rear cross traffic braking, so it just doesn't alert you whenever something is going back right there while you're backing up. It actually stops the vehicle. Automatic braking comes standard as well, but with the top-of-the-line variant. So when it comes to safety features, you're certainly not going to be lacking when it comes to those features. It's just that if you want some extra advanced driver assist system, 12 plus in total, you go for the max variant. That's the full-fat version right here. And so we're back from our quick test drive. I mean, it's not really much of a test drive because I wanted to drive it even more so to test out its power and fuel efficiency. But we'll have to do that in a later date. Here's the thing, Geely was able to drive the EX5 EM-i all the way from Sydney to Melbourne and was able to get a record in terms of fuel efficiency. As it says here, you got 26.11 kilometers per liter driving normally and with normal people, not just a scientific matter, but actually just driving it all the way down. And that is very promising indeed. I wonder where we'll be driving this if we test out the EX5 EM-i soon. If you have any locations in mind, drop us a comment in the comment section down below. So there you have it, guys, our first look at the 2026 Geely EX5 EM-i. To be honest, I think that there are two reasons why you're going to get something like this. It's either you're excited about the new technology and you're tired of using too much dyno fuel, or the most obvious reason and the most painful one is that gas is most definitely getting expensive. Pricing starts at 1,288,000 pesos for the entry-level Pro variant, which I absolutely adore. I think the specs of it are enough. But if you want to get the full-fat version, the one we tested today, the Max variant, that one starts at 1,468,000 pesos. That's right, you heard me right. All of their cars, all of their EX5 EM-is start below 1.5 million pesos, which undercuts everything in its path, especially its rivals in this particular segment. You got space, you got power, you got fuel efficiency, and you've got all of the modern tech that you've been looking for. And I want to know what you think. Drop me a comment in the comment section down below. And while you're at it, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification icon so you wouldn't miss any of our videos. It's been Roy Robles from Zigwheels.Ph. I'll see you guys next time.